Okay. We are... We're live. And the picture is up.
Good.
Yeah. We are good to go. So good morning, friends. We have no one here yet. Wait. I lied. We have people. We have... Oh, I can't read it because I gotta put my glasses on. Hold on. I see Gail. Gail always writes a lot. She says, good morning from California. Fabulous party on Friday. Today's our son's birthday. We're playing hooky to go see the Van Gogh immersive experience in LA.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Happy birthday to your son. That's so exciting. I heard that that's really, really good. We did not do that, but I heard it's really awesome. Veronica says, hey. Malzone says, good morning. Derpy Freedom says, hi. Salute says, hi. Sun says, hi. Happy Sloth says, hey there, morning.
Hey, good morning.
Chico says, hey. Hollis says, hello. Synodaw says, hello. Nicholas says, hello. Drayden's World says, feels way better today.
Oh, good.
We've got some good mornings and hellos from India.
Hello.
One Up Girl says morning. Love from India. That's Daryl. Tracy's here and says morning. Dark Snowfication's here.
Good morning.
Rough days here. Both kitties trying to leave this world. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That's terrible. Knox says morning from Iowa. It's night here in Indonesia. We're on the other side of the world from you. Hello from Poland.
Hello.
Avery says morning. Cora Cave says hi. I absolutely love Van Halen.
Me too.
We have a Bethany. Brazen Spirituality says happy Friday to everyone. So glad to see Van Halen.
Hello.
DJ RNMX says happy Friday from St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh, we love St. Augustine.
Love it there. It's beautiful. Yeah. Brandy B says good morning. Crafty Cosplay Girl says, hey, guess what? What?
What?
Hi from Arizona. That's Trevor. Who else could it be but Van Halen?
Yeah.
Let's see. Lula from the Tea Foundry says good morning and happy Friday. Hope you have a fantastic day.
Hey, Lula. So Lula and Gail are literal first two subscribers.
Okay, that's why they have a different color next to their name and a little star. I was like, what is that?
They, as if they didn't do enough, they're our first subscribers on the channel.
Oh my gosh,
like
you guys.
members, sorry, I think is what it's
That's
called.
crazy.
You guys do too much.
You did not have to do that. Oh my goodness sakes.
But thank you.
We did not watch The Great Pumpkin. We just rolled posters and shipped things. Good day from Sweden.
Good
First
day.
ever week teaching college kids. I'm
Wow.
poop, says Tracy. Oh my goodness sakes.
That's huge.
That is huge. That's crazy. Hey, Anne Marie's here. She says, hi friends, I don't have to be sneaky today. I can freely hang out with my favorites.
Oh, hey, Anne-Marie.
Crafty Cosplay had their first art class today.
Wow.
Samus says, welcomes from Turkey.
Welcome.
Potato Man
Thank
says,
you.
evening from Ireland. Get it? Potato Man, Ireland. Crazy Girl says, good day from Australia.
Hello,
Ollie, the
hello.
Anti-Zoo, says hello from Australia. Grotto has never caught a stream before. So excited to be here. Hello from Oregon.
Hello, hello.
Sarah says hello from Germany. Megan's first time catching a live. Chico, school just ended. Such a relief for me to watch this. No need to worry. A random guy has arrived. Well, we were worried.
All right. Oh, here, let me show you guys the photo reference.
And just for the record, go support Lula at the Tea Foundry. Buy some of her Scottish breakfast tea.
This is the photo reference I'm using.
Oh, you love the open mouth.
Well, that's how I always remember Eddie Van Halen, though. He's always had a smile on his face, always seemed happy.
He was a rock star in the 80s. How could he not be happy? And
No.
he had good hair.
Tell that to Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, Ozzy did one too many drugs. So Ozzy, Ozzy had a little too much fun in the 80s. Let's see. Bunny says, hi, your videos make my day every day, but I've been lonely lately because my brother is busy preparing for exams. Oh, sorry. Vlogs with Libby made breakfast today for themselves and have actually eaten it. I've been struggling with eating lately.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're eating.
Well, good. You need to have breakfast. What pen are you drawing with?
I am drawing with the Zebra brush pen.
Mark says good morning.
Good morning.
Muffin says good morning and good old day in California.
Good morning.
Greatly inspired by you, Scott. That's Electro.
Oh, thank you, Electro.
Marie says Yarn and Craft says Ola from Pennsylvania.
Hello.
I bet it's fall starting in Pennsylvania right now. Please tell me the leaves are changing. I'm so excited. Hi from Iceland.
Ooh, hello.
I was doing a painting this morning and I messed up the eye and I already did the line art, so I had to put the painting in the corner of shame, says Salute. Oh, jeez. We've had a corner of shame incident already this morning. That's okay. Gotta warm up the corner sometime.
Yeah.
Ryan says, good morning, mods. Good morning, first and second breakfast crew. How you doing, Ryan? How's English class going? Tell us a story. Oh, they're supporting each other. That's so cute. You guys are cute. They're excited that Vlogs says, very glad to hear you ate something. That's Ollie. I love it that you guys support each other. I just love it. Ryan says the pencils already look like Eddie Van Halen. This is going to be so great. Nissen says, hello, Uncle Scott. Love from India.
Hello.
Derpy Freedom says the Animal Crackers movie was amazing. Would definitely watch it again. My comfort movie now.
Oh, thank you.
You're so sweet. What's your favorite song from Van Halen?
Ooh, I should have been prepared for that one. I was just thinking I was going to use Eruption for the background music because it's Eddie Van Halen just playing guitar. Let me think on that one because there's so many.
I always remember Jump because that was played at every single dance I went to in high school. Every single one. And the whole room, everybody would just jump. It was freaking awesome. It was awesome. We were cool back then. I'm a sucker for old bands, especially those who had long hair. Ouch. The word old and bands in the same sentence.
Wow. These are all 40 years old.
Yeah. Ooh, Bethany, caffeinate time. Don't forget to wet the paper before painting. Dalton always remembers.
Thank you, Dalton. You're a lifesaver.
Steffner says, morning, sorry I'm late. You do not ever have to say sorry, and you are not late. What's your favorite pen? Gabe Memes wants to know.
Oh, it's definitely this Zebra brush pen. I love it.
This is the best part of the weekend. The Scott and Donna lives. You're so cute. Hi, Donna and Uncle Scott, too.
Hello.
Have you ever drawn with a fountain pen?
I don't think so, no.
I gave him a glass dip pen to try, but he wasn't a fan.
I don't like that it's just very unmoving.
I think it gives better control, actually. Let's see. This is way better than getting ready to go to class. Don't get in trouble. Oh. Crying while eating now. Hearing you all read my comment made my day. Oh. Well, I'm glad you're eating. Please don't cry because it's no fun when you cry in your food. Been there, done that. Wait, be right back. Need to get my sketchbook. Your average young artist says. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm sitting here trying to think of my favorite Van Halen song. Now I've got to look it up. Hold on.
I knew you were gonna.
Darn you people. I was going to do that later when I was putting them on the playlist. Let's see.
You inspired me to follow my passion, and now I joined a design college. I'm really happy. That's Daryl.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm looking through all of their...
Sarah says, I'm so happy I graduated from school. My mental health has never been better. Hey, Scott, I'm from Australia. I love your artwork. You've inspired me to start my own art. Keep up the good work.
Oh, that's great.
Hello. Cupid says, hello from Ireland. It's very wet and rainy. Don't tease me. And I will be painting a blueberry using watercolors. I will be painting with you. See, now I just want to be in Ireland.
Where Have All the Good Times Gone is one of my favorites, definitely.
Today is
I know there's
15th.
one that is just sitting on the... Unchained is definitely another one of my favorites. Come on, where is it? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I don't know.
Dance the Night Away.
I was up till midnight working on an English First People's lesson for them to start today. Very cool. Not cool that you're up till midnight, but excited to see what they come up with. Lola says, Scott, are you drawing Sammy or David or Eddie? Haha. And wow, Van Halen. My mom saw them live before I was born, her and some other hippies. Okay, we were not hippies in the 80s. That's the 70s. Come on now.
Well, Van Halen was around in the 70s.
Yes, but this is an 80s list. Oh, Lord.
This is Eddie Van Halen.
I skipped school to watch this. Uh-oh. Jackson, don't get in trouble. Hey, Scott, I'm from Australia. I love your artwork. You've inspired me to start my own artwork.
Oh, fantastic.
Yay, I'm excited you're painting my favorite band. I've finally been able to catch a live, tuning in from Auckland, New Zealand at 2:13 a.m. Oh, my goodness.
2:13 a.m., people. Wow.
I don't know. Saroja, I hope you're painting a red panda. Scott, I'm a younger artist, and I digitally drew a couple of pieces of you. You're my favorite artist ever.
Oh, thank you. I'd love to see them.
Grotto is learning watercolor, and I've never wet the paper. Oops.
Oh, I never wet the paper either. I'm only just started doing that with the hot press, but I never do it for cold press.
What kind of paint do you recommend?
I like watercolor. I like Winsor & Newton.
God, my favorite books to read in fall with a cup of tea. I like books about libraries. I like books about books, which I know is kind of a weird thing, but I always love a good, like a book mystery kind of thing. What am I reading right now? I'm reading The Lions of Fifth Avenue. It's about the New York Public Library, which is pretty cool. And it's okay, Donna. I've heard people referring to toys from the year I was born being vintage, so it hurts my heart. Oh, one up, girl. I feel you. Ouch. Vintage. Anytime anything you have, wore, or was a part of is vintage, you know you're old. Of course, you could also just look in the mirror and see gray hair like I do, and then you think you're old. Then you try to overcompensate by dyeing it a really, really bright shade of red, and you look in the mirror and go, wow, I'm trying too hard. Ryan says, I love Diamond Dave, but I'm pretty sure my favorite Van Halen song was probably with Sammy Hagar.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, David Lee Roth was just...
I love David Lee Roth's solo albums. Eat 'Em and Smile. And...
Yeah, we know. Yeah. He was just so...
Oh, I know. But I loved his...
He was just blech. I just... Ugh. Anyway. Mark learned how to draw with pens. I'm using a uni pen fine line and a brush pen.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Jess Ale says, I'm seriously considering begging my mom to buy a zebra brush pen. It just looks so satisfying.
It is. You know, I wish you can buy one and then you're good for like a year, but if you draw as much as I do, they last maybe a month. The tip lasts maybe a month if you're lucky. You know,
you
usually
also
about 2 weeks.
Very hard.
Yeah. I'm covering a lot of territory, and But I've never run out of ink.
You've just beaten up the nib.
Yeah.
Hello from Namibia. I'm a huge fan, and I'm actually busy painting a lion while watching this stream.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Praise and Spirituality popped up at the top and says, welcome to thank you. And it says that they're a member now.
Oh, thank you, Brazen Spirituality. Again, I'm doing this for you all, not for us. We're fine. We're doing okay, but thank you.
Donna, I recommend this book series called Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Ooh, really? I'm there. Let me just... Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I like that. I have vintage items to collect and I'm 12. Oh,
so it looks like I'll be making posters of the trans and the Medusa.
The Midnight Library.
Because the response was pretty overwhelming.
Let's see. Emma's here.
Hello, Emma.
And Steph says, my childhood is now a costume, so there's that. The sound of the brushstrokes is so satisfying. Have you thought about making ASMR videos?
I've done a couple. And I don't think anybody saw them, so. But, yeah, I mean, ASMR would be very easy to do because I don't have to write anything or say anything, but I don't know if that's really my wheelhouse.
What book do you recommend for anatomy?
I liked How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way and... the other anatomy book that I posted, Constructive Anatomy. It's on my
it's
my
on
website.
The resources list.
Yeah,
of the
under
website.
resources.
Mm-hmm. I'm watching in social studies again. My teacher has been gone for the 3rd day now.
Oh no! I hope they're okay.
Yeah. Brazen says, "Be nice, young guns. Some of us were there for those most amazing years." Correct. 100% correct.
This line is just...
Wait, is that your wife speaking?
Yes. That line was distracting me.
I was going to say something. It was distracting me too. For W, should do the wolf tones.
I've never heard of
I
them.
don't know. I'm so sad I have to leave this stream.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Love from India. It's time for dinner there. I gotta go.
Have a good dinner.
Derpy Freedom says, I can't wait for the Medusa poster. I don't care about the meaning. She's just so beautiful.
Oh.
You guys are funny. Funny, funny, funny.
Thank you.
I'm drawing my 2 new OCs, but I'm having trouble thinking of names. It's still fun drawing with you.
Oh. I love coming up with names. I like interesting names. Like Horatio or Nicodemus or Paddington or... So, yeah, I like doing that.
Let's see. Have you ever tried a rapidograph Kohinoor pen?
Yeah, I did. I used them when I did pointillism, the stippling, like I did for that Elvis. And that wasn't a rapidograph, but they're a lot of work. You got to maintain them.
I would rather watch this than go to college. 55 Cammy says, long time lurker, but this is the first time I've actually been able to catch a live watching while lesson planning.
Oh, welcome.
We're excited you're here. It was not easy, but I convinced my iPhone to let me be a member. Yay. You're so funny. So you were able to find it on your phone. I couldn't find it on my phone. So I had to find it on the desktop. Colleen says, I agree with you, Donna. The Sammy years, his lead vocals, no comparison. I didn't mind David Lee Roth, but he's just...
It's heresy.
Yeah. What?
It's heresy.
You can say heresy all you want. You can. Whatever makes you happy. Bethany says, I love that even though Eddie Van Halen and Valerie Bertinelli divorced, they maintained a friendship and parented cooperatively and lovingly together. I wish more divorced parents could do that. Yeah, that's very true. For most people, it's about them, not about the kids. Critty says, Scott is the only reason I started art and continuing. Thank you for your inspiring videos. Hope you have a good evening.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you.
And Saska says, I feel as if seeing Scott draw is a better tutorial than any drawing tutorial I've seen. Boy, you guys, his ego isn't going to fit out the door anymore. Oh, how funny. Steffner didn't know who Van Halen the band was until she saw an interview with Valerie. Turns out I knew their music.
So you knew who CJ Mack was, but not who Van Halen was?
She's a youngin'. What can you say?
Jeez.
What can you say? I want to try the zebra brush pens too. I think they might be similar to my favorite Tombow Fudenosuke. I don't know if they are. I think they're very similar to the Sakura Pigma pens. They're waterproof like the Sakura Pigma pens. But I'm not sure that the Tombow ones are waterproof. So you need to be careful if you're going to do...
watercolor over them.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I was going to say. Yes, Scott does rest his wrist on the table. And that's how he's able to maintain... His ego got to go through the door. Ha ha ha. Yeah. I had no issues finding the membership on my phone, but that was last night. Maybe something changed. Yeah, I don't know. We couldn't find it yesterday, but hey, you guys are here, so. Hannah says, Hi, Scott. I've been watching you since the start. Never stopped doing what you love. You've helped me make time after school to draw and paint. Thank you. From Hannah in South Carolina.
Oh, well, thank you, Hannah from South Carolina. I love hearing that.
I'm going to draw a gothic girl from my imagination. Any ideas on that?
No, if you're doing it from your imagination, just have fun.
You inspired me to do what I love, art. That's Muffin?
Thank you, Muffin.
Oh, yeah. Brazen said I had to open a browser on my phone and set it to desktop mode in order to find the membership. That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. So you got to go through a browser, not through the app, maybe. Red Fox. Hi, Scott. I'm 12 years old and I'm writing a book. I'm so excited to do the art in the book. Right now, I'm designing the characters.
Oh, that's great. You're going to have so much fun.
Good for you. 12 years old and going to write a book. Gosh. Go get 'em, kiddo. Go get 'em. That's so exciting. What is your all-time favorite movie?
The Princess Bride.
Where can I buy your products?
There is a website. Just click on the About and you will see it's savaart.com.
I'm stuck. What should I draw? A red panda.
Yep, red panda.
Let's see. More posters. I'm completely in love with the transgender page of the Hair Journal.
Oh, thanks. I think it'll make a nice poster.
Scott has tried oils way back in high school. Purple Zombies is popping on to say, I love you, Scott, and your work. Have to go to bed.
Thank you.
Love from Perth. That's in Australia, by the way.
Yeah. Have a wonderful evening.
Did you ever listen to The Who?
I never really got into them. You know, like you'd hear some of their stuff on the radio, but I never really got into them.
Yes, this is the ABCs of the 80s.
We are on the letter V.
Mm-hmm. What is the importance of history in real life?
Not repeating it.
I was just going to say that's the same exact thing. You've got to study history and learn from the past so you don't do the same things again. Sebastian says, I love you guys. And the live stream. Do you have any tips for drawing lions?
Use good photo reference.
Mm-hmm. And look at the 30 Days of National Animals.
I don't know if I did a
You did a tiger, and that's got fur too.
Yeah.
Very similar fur.
But there's also a book that I recommend, it's How to Draw Animals by Jack Ham. That might help you with lions, because I know he has some lions in there too.
I keep having great ideas and inspiration, but whenever I actually start drawing, I just get sad because I know it won't even look remotely as good as it did in my head.
Again, it's just if you keep doing it, every once in a while, one will, and that's why you keep doing it. And I did a video where I talk about how you have to do 100 bad drawings to get one good one, and that number slowly. 50 drawings to get one good one, 25 drawings to get one. It slowly gets better, but you got to get the bad ones out. So just keep at it. I promise it will get easier.
You did a video on that. Kendall, Donna, the cast list is out for my school musical. I can't wait to see who I got. Thank you for the confidence boost the other day. Yay!
Oh, that's great.
Would you please come back and share with us what character you got? I would love to know. I'm so excited for you. What is your favorite book from the 80s? Oh boy.
Well, I don't know. It wasn't written in the 80s, but it was The Hobbit. Mm-hmm. But that was what I read in the 80s.
Veronica says, for a mandatory presentation, I found a great topic, but I'm scared to do it because it would put a target on my back with my homophobic class. Topic would be sexuality and gender.
Well, you don't have to do things like that. Not in school. If something is going to make your life worse, you don't have to do that at this point. And I applaud you for wanting to do something like that, but just think about there's a right time and right place for these things. And I think those are good things for you to study and good things for you to learn, but you have to consider your environment at some point. So just please be safe.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think sometimes you have to say certain things and sometimes you have to stand up for certain things, but not at the expense of your safety. Cupid, I'm gonna crochet after this. What should I crochet? Food items, etc. And what's your favorite singer? Mine is Pink Panthers. I would say at this time of year, pumpkins.
Yeah, pumpkin would be good. Mm-hmm. What was the other one?
They want to know what your favorite singer is.
Seal.
Mm-hmm. I am loving this series, Scott. Could you do a similar series for other decades?
I've been asked to do the 90s and 2000s and whatnot. We'll see. These are fun for sure. I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, but maybe like in a year I would do the 90s or something like that. That might be kind of nice to revisit something every year.
Scott, you somehow managed to make me keep doing art.
Oh, well, it wasn't easy, but I'm glad it worked.
I have so much trouble drawing things I actually want to for fear of being strange or weird or just undesirable in my art, yet when I do it, it always turns out better. These videos inspire me.
Oh, do the things that make you happy. Seriously, that's why you make art.
Yep.
I mean, I drew my entire sketchbook was a half-naked guy with long hair, like a Conan the Barbarian type of thing, and that's all I kept drawing, my original character over and over and over again, all through junior high and high school. So, trust me. You do things, it makes you happy, and then you move on. And some people make a career doing the weird stuff that makes them happy because they find that there are other weird people who like the weird stuff that you draw. And that's a wonderful thing.
Derpy says, wish we could just copy and paste what's on our mind onto a paper.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
I wish I could do that.
If you could just take it out of your head, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys are funny. Would you consider doing print/posters of the pieces you made for Women's History Month? The painting you did of the woman with the green hair for Mary Shelley is my favorite.
That is my favorite too. It's a very small, it's the same size as this pretty much. So it's very small. So I don't know how large I could make it, but definitely something I would consider, because that's my favorite one too.
What about a 6x9 card for that?
Yeah, like a bookmark or something like that we could do.
Like those art cards we did.
Yeah, I'm saying it's thin, so it would probably be more of a
it would have to be like the hair journal prints.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do those. Yeah. Okay, you got people that are trying to draw Taylor Swift. They're trying to draw some other people. They would like your suggestions on how to draw people and make them look like people.
I have some videos in the art hacks, but essentially what I do is I get good photo reference. I'm looking at a photo. I've shown you guys the photo. This is it. This is the photo. All right, so look, you can see that's the half that I'm doing. I'm just sitting here looking at the hair, looking at how the hair flows, where the highlights are. That's how you get good at drawing people, is by drawing people. Don't try to do it out of your head. Get a good photo, and if you want the likeness to be better, trace it. Tracing is a wonderful way to get your likenesses better, help you get used to seeing things. But I promise you, it does get easier. But there's no hack that is gonna, make you instantly good. There's no trick to it. It's just practice and studying and looking at the world around you. So
drawing and drawing and drawing.
I can draw this car. I can draw Eddie Van Halen. I could draw a house. I could draw a tree. I could draw a sunset. I could draw a kitten if I see it. But I don't have that information in my head of, here's how I draw a kitten. Here's how I draw a car. Here, I just know to look at it, break it down into shapes, and figure it out. And that's really just comes from just drawing and drawing and drawing and drawing and drawing.
So all of you that are asking, how do you do it? Why don't you try tracing first, get a basic feel for it, and then try to draw using photo reference. Trace it first, try to use a photo reference.
Yeah, try to just get practice drawing what you see every day. Yeah. Just draw the world around you, and you'll start to see that you can. The shape of a tree can be the same thing as the shape of an arm. You'll start to see the cylinders, and you'll start to see spheres, and you'll start to see squares and cubes, and that's the kind of stuff that you need to train your eye to see, so that way you can start breaking things down. Like, I see hair as like ribbons, so I'm not seeing it as hair. I'm seeing it as a shape, and these are just ribbons that will cut under, and this will cross over. It's a three-dimensional piece. And then I just find the shadows, and I feather to the highlight. And that's how I get hair. But that came from just observing and observing and observing and observing and drawing and trying to figure that out. And that's why I like drawing hairs, is I could do stuff like that.
Okay. So excited to get my new art supplies tomorrow night. Also, my art friend might come over to help me make my studio shift tomorrow.
That's
Yay!
Great.
Okay, my zebra pen is a bit dry. I've had it for a couple months. It's an extra fine. Should I get a new one? You
can. Another thing you can do, and you don't want to do it a lot, but if you take it, you put your cap on. That's really important, to put the cap on. And shake it like this, so that way the ink kind of pushes down here, and it will push the ink down here. If you do it too much, it gets really, really goopy. So, but you can do that to kind of
goopy.
Yeah, you can do that, and that should help.
Do you think that art tries to convey a message or tell a story as a higher form of art? I personally believe so. That's Kareem.
It's. I don't really feel that my art has ever conveyed any kind of story. I don't see my work as in any way avant-garde or narrative. I just like to draw. I just like to just make art. That said, I've found that people have found meaning in some of the art that I make. And I think that is wonderful. I think there are artists who create art with symbolism and with meaning and with narrative, and I think that's wonderful. And then I think there are artists like me who just like to tell a story, or not even tell a story, but just like to just create something beautiful if I can. Like the Gothic Vampire, there's no meaning behind it. It was just something I wanted to do for me. If someone finds meaning in it, or someone finds
they might
beauty in it or importance in it, that's wonderful. But I'm not that deep of an artist. I'm really not. And so I just want to be honest to people that there's no meaning in my work. But if you're an artist who can do that, I think that's wonderful. I think it's the same thing as the difference between like a science fiction author and a poet. You know what I'm saying? Like a poet will put symbolism and meaning and a lot of thought into the words that they choose, whereas a science fiction writer might just go, "This is a cool story about robots and aliens," and and both are perfectly fine, but
unless you're L. Ron Hubbard, you make a whole religion out of it.
Yeah. But I think, honestly, it's just one of those things where it depends on the type of artist that you want to be. And both are, absolutely valid.
You guys are funny. He's not reading anything manga right now. Scott is using Winsor & Newton watercolors. We are live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Central Time. We're in the Central Time Zone. He can draw this good because he's been drawing for 50 years. How can you be so focused on drawing while speaking?
Oh, because I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. I'm just looking at a photo, and I am just copying what I see. And what I'm doing hair, really not even looking that much. Just going, okay, these are longer strands here, these are shorter curls here. And so this is kind of very automatic, very easy for me. I also am very used to talking and listening to music or watching TV when I make art. So for me, it's never really been a problem. Writing, on the other hand, I need silence to write. Because I have to hear those voices in my head. I have to,
I really wouldn't tell people that.
play that movie that's being played in my head.
Bean Neva says, "I'm in math class right now. We have free time. I'm allowed. Don't worry." And it's so, thank you for that. And it's so nice to have your contact this morning. I'm loving the hair.
Thank you.
Who is your favorite artist?
I have many favorite artists. It would be Drew Struzan, John Buscema, Barry Windsor Smith, Alphonse Mucha, J.C. Leyendecker. So many.
Do you recommend Bridgman's Constructive Anatomy or How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way?
Those are the two that I do recommend. If you were going to pick one, it really just... I would get Bridgman's Constructive Anatomy because there's you can get How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way for free. There's a free PDF. If you just Google How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way PDF, you'll just find it online. Save yourself some money. How
do you get better at knowing lights and shadows when you're drawing?
Again, just by studying and observing and seeing. You don't do it out of your head. But, really, you start to see, okay, if here's a light source, the highlight's going to be right there, the shadow's going to be there. Once you start to realize that you have how light works on objects, and you do that by observing, by drawing and drawing and drawing and drawing, that's how you get to that point. But it's really just a matter of... it's the same way as saying, how do you know how to tie shoes? How do you know how to walk? These are things that you just you learned as a kid and you practiced, and now it's second nature to you.
People show you how to do things like that.
Yeah.
Or you watch people do things like that. Like Audrey says, we learned to write letters for the first time by tracing them.
Yeah.
And that's true. You know, and there's nothing wrong with tracing something.
No.
You know, I mean, put something down, get a picture of it, put something down and trace it. Try to draw it. Try to trace. See how that works for you. See if that's something that you like to do.
All right, I think we are good.
You remind me to draw more. Thanks for that.
Oh, good.
And then Tessa asks, which is a good question, do you have tips on storing your art?
Flat. So get a flat file or get a portfolio and
Let's
put your stuff in
assume
there.
these people are kids who have a bedroom or people who just have a house and they can't put a flat file in it.
Yeah.
Would you recommend one of those flat under the bed boxes? Those might be nice.
You could do that, but you want to just cover it. You want to keep it away from bugs. So, squirrel.
Yeah.
We're a squirrel looking inside the Hobbit hole.
Yeah.
But you know, I have some of my older art has got, you know, like it's been chewed up from bugs because it was at my mom's house, you know,
in the garage,
you know,
in a cardboard box.
So you know that there's stuff like that, but I
if you can put it in like a Rubbermaid tub under your bed would be fine, but make sure it closes, you know, and keep it flat, away from sunlight, that kind of stuff. We haven't had a storage question in quite a long time. Would you call animation art?
Oh, 100%. I find, especially traditional animation, is 100% art. But animation in general is acting, really, which is, of course, an art too. But
what is your favorite Van Halen album?
I think I was just looking at them, and
Emma, you're so funny.
I think it was Diver Down.
Emma's like, LOL, Doge moment, squirrel, literally squirrel outside.
Let's see. Discography.
Excuse me.
Is it Diver Down? Yeah, I think I like Diver Down because I like the fun songs like Happy Trails and Dancing in the Streets and Pretty Woman and, you know.
Dalton says, don't forget to wet the paper.
I was just about to do that. Thank you, Dalton.
Dalton's really good at reminding you to do that. You said you like Conan. Did Frazetta influence you at all? That's Rivy.
Oh, 100%. I could never paint like Frazetta, but if you look, there's a video where you see Watch My Art Grow over 40 years, and you'll see a lot of Frazetta studies that I did. You'll also see a drawing of Eddie Van Halen from the 80s that I did too. But yeah, I loved Frazetta. I love Boris Vallejo. It was just, I was a colored pencil and marker artist. I did not want to learn how to do paints. And so I couldn't replicate that with colored pencils, you know? So I was in awe of Frazetta, but I could never replicate it. I'm going to blow dry.
What's your favorite Hamilton song?
Oh, easily You'll Be Back.
There you go. Yeah, he's obsessed with King George. I like the ones where the Schuyler sisters sing. I think that one's really cool. Let's see. Tracing it, print it, heavily scribbled layer of 2B pencil on the back, place it on top of the paper. Then you can use a ballpoint pen to trace over the image and the pencil transfers to the paper. Colleen, you are amazing. That is a 100% awesome way to do it. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Scott uses a zebra brush pen. We buy those on jetpens.com. Sometimes his kneaded erasers are not soft. This is a pretty new kneaded eraser. And you can use any pencil for drawing. Scott uses a 4H pencil because he likes the lines to be lighter, and he goes over them with the zebra brush pen.
All right, ready to add some color?
I am. Sukma just recreated the bookshelf from your Gothic vampire, but just not with the vampire.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You know, it's kind of funny. I have been rolling so many of these posters that every single time I look at it, I notice something different in the poster. Like one of the little... Yeah. A little bottle will come out at me, or there'll be a spider in the corner, or a spider web.
I didn't draw any spider webs.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
Or something will come out at me. Something different comes out at me every single time. And I finally found where your name was, where you wrote your name on the little bottle.
Yeah.
I was looking for that and looking for that and looking for that, and I couldn't find it. And finally one day I found it. You should pin a comment to the chat that has all of Scott's art supplies. Would allow for more engaging questions. I think people still like to ask. They still like to hear Scott tell them what he's using.
That's a good idea, though.
It is a good idea. It's 100% a good idea, but they still want to ask. Got any tips for staying/getting motivated to draw?
Try a daily journal, draw the world around you, or do a themed sketchbook, like a Harry Potter sketchbook or Lord of the Rings sketchbook. Blow dryer.
Okay. Hold on. Go ahead. Okay, so for no with the writer's block, I do a list or a brain dump, or I do just words on the page. Like I just write different words all over the page. Sometimes that helps get things out of my head, and then I flip the page and I start writing. But usually if I can't think of anything to write, it's just because there's too much in my head. So maybe try that. Or a cup of tea or a cookie. That helps too. Who inspired you to draw?
My mom.
Yes. Have you ever tried any other type of art except painting? I'm curious.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've done stippling, like pointillism. I've done colored pencils. I've done markers, graphite, charcoal, oil pastels. Tons of stuff.
Okay, Lola says, Scott, you're a trip, and nothing wrong with being weird. I remember being the go-to gal for Beavis and Butthead drawings in junior high and high school. Joe P. Wellesley says, what's Scott's favorite day of the week? If you say Monday, I will respect your choice, but I do not condone this.
Okay, I won't say anything then. Okay, here's why I like Monday.
Oh, here we go.
Because it's the start of a week, and it means that
it's the start of a week of possibilities.
All the possibilities. I like possibilities.
He likes possibilities, but at the same time wants to plan for every eventuality aside from the possibilities.
Of course.
Which drives me bananas. I just want the possibilities. Give me the possibilities.
I don't like surprises.
Yesterday. Yeah, your life is one big surprise. Okay. Pentel Graph Gear 1000 review, please. We'll get right on that. Kermito is here and rushed to free period to be able to watch. So glad it's Friday. It's been a rough week. I'm sorry you had a rough week. I am sorry you had a rough week. I'll tell you what, I'll trade you. I'll go to class for you. You can come roll posters for me and hang out with Scott. Do you have suggestions for fine liners to use with alcohol markers?
I think the zebra brush pens will work fine with that. I don't recall having any problem with it.
Oh, Do HP says, fun fact, you can pretty much find any book online if you put a .pdf after typing its title. Really? Don't tease me. That's interesting. We are from the United States. Hey, Scott and Donna, this is Danielson. I've been putting your advice into practice. Visited my local library today. It was great. Oh, love that.
Oh, that's great.
Question for Donna. Do you have your own Hobbit hole for writing or any designated space?
Blow dryer.
Blow dryer. Go ahead. I have an office upstairs in our formal living room, because we are not formal living room people. And it used to be our boys' Lego room that they played in when they were kids. But when they each got their own bedrooms and moved all their toys out, I got to make it my enlightenment room. And if you go to my channel, or maybe it's on my TikTok. Anyway, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I have a video on my enlightenment room. And I have 2 videos ready to go. They're unboxings. I forgot to tell you guys. I can't believe I forgot to tell you guys. Yeah, I have 2 videos ready to go. So, yeah. So that's pretty cool. Do you have any tips for pencil drawings? I want to make a drawing for my sister's birthday. That's mega minor.
Use photo reference. That'll help you. And then also work... there's a video on left-handedness. If you're left-handed, you're going to want to work from top right to bottom left. If you're right-handed, top left to bottom right. So you don't smudge.
Table history, please. Dr. T, I don't know what you're asking. Can you ask that in the form of a question? Let's see. We talked about that. I saw a behind the scenes of an animator working on a fight scene, and he recorded himself doing a boxing pattern for reference to see how the muscles moved. So cool. That's Chase.
Yeah. Well, like I said, animation is acting. It really is. And
we should stream an hour later to let people watch during lunch.
We do it when we're free. Because we got other things to do during the day.
Yeah.
But
actually, today we have a bunch of meetings after this live. Literally a bunch of meetings. So, yeah. Artist Eva says, I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, thank you.
You have a TikTok. Link me, please. I do have a TikTok, but it's the same videos that I post here. Except I think there's a few more videos. I'm not sure. I love a good unboxing video. Gail, I got the vintage library box from Archer and Olive, and I just can't even. It's.
Did you post your video already?
No, I haven't posted. I'm going to post it today. I decided I was going to post on Friday. Okay. It is just stunning. The box is stunning. I mean, stunning. Anyway, message me. I'll send you pictures. Maher just bought a Winsor & Newton Cotman travel set because you guys recommended it.
Oh, good. I hope you like it. And I hope you got it for like really cheap because they had them on sale.
Yeah, Amazon had them for $18. I hope you got it there. Meetings do tell. Well, we're gonna not share that right now, but it might be a collaboration meeting. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. With a friend of ours who we've been friends with since TikTok time. And no, it's not Santa. Love your videos so much. You really inspire me because I'm an 11-year-old artist and you inspired me to draw. You helped me so much. I want to thank you with this message. That's Blaze Dragons.
Thank you, Blaze Dragons.
I love it. 11-year-old who's drawing. I love it, love it, love it. Junie, should we abandon our dreams just because our parents told us to, Scott? I don't know. I don't think that's all right. What do you think? I have strong opinions here.
Yeah, I mean, as a parent and as someone who had parents, you have to understand.
I thought you were hatched.
Yeah, you have to understand that your parents only want the best for you, and you're once like our boys are 20 now. They're in college, but they're out in the world now. And they can make their own decisions. Mm-hmm. And we can say, yeah, we think that's a good decision, or no, we don't think that's a good decision. But we don't really have a say in their lives. So
we guide when
we're asked. But I think while you're with your parents, you pursue the things that they will guide you to because they have your best interest in mind. But when it comes to something like art, you don't need to really go out and pursue art at 16, 17, 18 years old. You can do that when you're out in the world, and it's not really going to affect you at all. And you can always draw in your free time too. That's my thoughts. Donna obviously has differing opinions.
I have strong
blow dryer.
I have strong opinions about this, and I'll tell you why. I've always encouraged my boys to find something that they love. Yes, I want them to be able to support themselves, and I have always, as they've gotten older, my comments to them have been more along the lines of age appropriate. Now that they are, almost 21, my comments are, you need to think about getting a job that has benefits. You need to think about getting a job that will, give you retirement benefits and things like that. But you need to find a job that you like to do. There are people who love being accountants. There are people who love being teachers. There are people who love being engineers. But find something. I was encouraged to find a job to support myself. At the point in time, I don't blame anybody for that.
I'm sure the blame will hit me at some point.
This has nothing to do with you. I was told to do something to take care of myself, and I was encouraged to be a woman that could support herself and take care of herself. I was not encouraged to follow my passion and find something that I really loved. Again, I don't blame anybody. I think you can do both. I think you can find something that you like to do that also will provide for you. I don't think you should be miserable your whole life working, because you have so many more years working than you do in school. You don't feel like it now, but trust me, you do. Okay, so on the other side of that, I think it's important to at least like what you're going into. That is my 2 cents.
Oh, I 100% agree. All I'm saying is that we've heard from a lot of young ones whose parents are like adamant, you're going to be a doctor.
I understand that. And they can pursue things they like on the side.
Yeah.
I think parents also need to take into account, and this is from me because I am a parent and I've been on both sides of it. I encourage my boys, let's look for a job that is going to, and a career path, not only that you like, but that can support you.
You are a very progressive parent that thinks about that. You think about what your kids want. But what I'm saying is that that's not the majority of parents. The majority of parents are, you're going to be this because this is I want you to go to this college. I want you to go into this field.
I do understand that. I would not have chosen the colleges my children went to. That was their choice.
Exactly. What I'm saying is that the people asking us this question don't have the ability to change their parents. Well, you can plead your case as best you can.
I think they can have an adult conversation with their parents and say,
yes,
I really like
this. Is very important to me. This is what I want to do.
Yes, correct. And it's all in the delivery when you're talking to parents.
But that's all you can do. And what I was just trying to do is say, with that in mind,
yes,
once you're out in college, once you're out of college, art is something you can always come to. So don't feel like you're missing out.
Yes.
If you're put in a situation where you have no choice but to go to a college or go and pursue a career that you don't want, just know that art will always be there for you.
Right.
And you're not missing out. You're missing out on maybe 4 years of college. We'll be here for you. Other people will be here for you. We'll be happy to learn together.
Right.
Blow dryer.
Okay. Go. Sorry, guys. There you go. Let's see. Oh boy. Blue Jay. Composition writing this year. I really struggle with writing. Any advice on what I can do to improve? I would look at writing prompts. I think writing prompts are a great way to put something in your head to kind of let your brain chew on for a while, to come up with some ideas for writing. And you can just Google writing prompts. I have some on my channel, journaling prompts. And you can look at those. I'm about to put up some more for fall. But I think writing prompts are very, very helpful when you're trying to come up with something.
Can we get Eddie Van Halen's eye color?
We could, if someone would look for it. Let's see. I'm 13 and I've been drawing for basically all my life, and it gets disheartening when I see people younger than me draw better. Any tips to not be constantly comparing yourself to others?
Oh,
that's Milo.
I do the same thing. I did the same thing. Just know that it's your own journey. There's just.
But
do you know how disheartening it is to look at other artists and just be in awe and go, I will never be that good. I never will. That's such a bitter pill to take, especially at 54, and I've been drawing and making art all my life, and I'm like, I'm never going to be as good as this person who's 23. It's just that person is they just have such raw natural talent, or they have just such a unique vision. I wish I could do that. But the world still needs your art. Yes, you're not going to be as good as some people. Yes, you're always going to wish that you were as good as other people, or that your art was this or that. But you're still creating something. So just take
Hazel
heart.
Eyes.
Huh?
Hazel Eyes.
Hazel Eyes. Thank you. Just take comfort that your art will mean something to some people. I think we just have this idea that we have to be the best at everything, and we don't. I think if everybody created art, everybody would be a little happier.
Yeah.
But all right, blow dryer.
Okay.
This is totally gonna.
Do you have any recommendations to paint if you have ADHD and anger issues? By the way, with the pumpkin crochet, I'll make a video on it and tag you. Yay! On blow dryer. Thank you. Sorry.
Recommendations for ADHD and anger issues. Therapy, if you can.
I'd write them down before you painted. I'd write them down. Hazel Quake says, a person who likes Mondays says to me, you had a life well lived. Most of us dread Mondays because we have to go back to something we don't love.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. Someone sent a tip earlier. I am sorry I missed that. I didn't
thank you.
pop through on my comments here. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Amy the Walker. Hi, Scott. Do you watch Eurovision?
I don't. I've never even seen the movie.
Let's see. Do you ever use art supply? Do you ever use Us Art Supplies? They have some pretty good affordable stuff too.
I've never heard of Us.
Yeah, US Art Supplies. Never heard of those.
Oh, US. Okay, sorry.
Let's see. Scott versus Mondays. I get up and nothing gets me down. That's correct. That's correct. Nice way to put it.
Nice Van Halen quote.
Do you like any Britpop?
Gosh, I think there's quite a few in the 80s playlist that I mentioned. Like we love Howard Jones.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're talking about recent ones, honestly, I can never tell which ones are Brit and which ones aren't. Like,
yeah, we can't. Well, I can't either.
Yeah. Blow dryer.
Hold on. As far as the pinups goes, he is just really doesn't plan much past the next day on what we're doing. We're gonna finish this 80s through the letter Z, and then we'll go from there and figure out the next thing.
that wash of brown is barely visible. Like, you can't even tell that I went with another shade.
No says, I think that we as a society should support all kinds of professions so the future generations don't feel guilty about following their passion.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark's been watching with Mom. She's been enjoying your content. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Let's see. There was another comment. Kermito says, I've always had peers tell me that art will get me nowhere. I think my art is good. Definitely not the best, but good. My peers, parents too, would tell me that I must become a doctor to succeed.
Oh, gosh. I mean, it's not like the world doesn't need doctors. Of course we do.
And teachers.
Mm-hmm. But I would hope that the people who become doctors are people who want to become doctors. You know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be, like have a surgery or be inspected or whatever by a doctor who wants to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? I think it's important that they like what they're doing and that they believe in what they're doing. And I don't know.
Who's your favorite Muppet?
No. I think it'd be Kermit.
What are the subscriptions all about from your community post? Sorry, I don't know much about that.
Oh, it's just a way for people to support you. It's kind of like a Patreon. Just a few people were saying that they wanted like, other than buying your stuff, other than a super thanks, they wanted they had the means to be able to support us. And it was never anything we asked for, but it was something that they kept asking if we could set up. So I set it up, and it's just a way that people can pledge $5 or $4.99 a month or something like that.
People just asked for it.
Yeah.
What's a bad take that you have with art?
Bad take that I have with art. I guess a bad take for me would be I am not horrified by AI art. I'm a little fascinated by it. I think it's kind of like a morbid curiosity.
I'm horrified by it. Sunny Shine says, thank you, Scott and Donna, for how positive and encouraging you both are to everyone. I know you're making such a wonderful difference for so many young and older artists, me included.
Oh, thank you.
That's so sweet. Okay, please tell everyone who just got here who you're painting right now.
This is Eddie Van Halen, the guitarist for the group Van Halen.
And what is your favorite song right now?
Favorite song right now. I'll just go with my tried and true, which is Future Love Paradise by Seal.
Okay, I'm gonna look this one up. My son introduced me to this new person that I've been listening to. Okay, Alan Walker, Man on the Moon. There you go. And let's see. To be honest, I dropped art years ago, but I picked it up again after I was inspired by you, Scott, and I picked up the pencil and started doing art once again. Thank you, champ.
Thank you.
That's Junie. Would you do an 80s series part 2?
I don't know.
Gail says, fun fact that I didn't know until he passed away, Eddie was half Indonesian. A fellow half Asian, I'm half Filipino.
Huh.
I did not know that. Gail, you have blown my mind this morning. Interesting. I didn't know that. Nair says, I showed you to my art teacher and she plays your videos in class.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh my gosh. Well, hi to Nair's art teacher and class. Galactic Pencil says, I can't believe there are only 4 left to paint.
I know.
Harold says, I always feel bad about my art. I know I'm still young, but I always look at art from a month ago and beat myself up over it, how people liked it and how I can't replicate it. How do I change?
Oh, gosh. You're asking the existential question of every artist. How do I like my art? I just made a video about it. If you want to take a look at that. That's,
literally 2 days ago.
Yeah. On Tuesday.
Yeah.
Blow dryer.
People have strong opinions about AI art. You guys are so funny. Scott's favorite animal is a cheetah. Sorry, you guys. Oh boy. Aw. Mobile Player says thank you for inspiring them for art.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I freaked everybody out a little bit with the whole animal thing. Oh, they're not afraid, angry at AI companies use artists' works without having AI make consent. Okay, so look at it this way. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, they all take your content and have access to your content and make money off of it. All the big companies right now are doing it.
We put our stuff up there knowingly.
Correct.
AI companies are taking it without our consent is what they're saying. And that is, again, I'm not agreeing with the morality of it. I'm on your side.
Yeah.
If someone asked me for a hot take of something that, essentially it's like, what do you think? Is there something that you think that is not popular? Is basically what a hot take is. Right.
So
that is the first
I get
thing
it.
I could think of is,
I get it.
I don't hate AI as much
I
as
would
everybody else.
I would just like to see AI replace the mundane things in life.
Yeah, not
Could
art.
exactly. Let's use AI for something like, oh, I don't know, accounting or executives who get paid millions and millions of dollars, the CEOs. I mean, give me a break. I mean, AI could make the decisions and make things so much easier that way. We don't need 4 million levels of executives. We need things that humans can do. Let humans do the fun things. Exactly. Oh, Scott's still muted. Sorry. Thanks, guys. Sorry. Thank you for that.
Blow dryer.
So now I'm going to mute you again. Okay. Oh, you know what? Sebastian, let me ask him that question about the video games. Okay. So, what video games did you play growing up as a kid?
My first video game was Pong. Because I'm that old and that was the first video game that came out. Space Invaders.
You are old.
Yeah.
You're older than me.
I think one of my favorite arcade games was Joust. I loved Tron. I played Yar's Revenge on the Atari 2600. It was fun. I'm trying to think of other games that I played, but...
Lola says, I like doing art. I know my nieces and nephews would enjoy it, but that's just me personally. But my mom told me, you're never going to be a brain doctor. Just do your best in life and don't call me for bail money. LOL. Lola, I love your mom.
Yeah.
I love your mom. I have told my boys the same things. Don't call me for bail money. Just don't do it. Donna and Scott, am I your favorite mischievous little viewer? Oh, you are mischievous, Kermito.
Blow dryer.
Unmuted just in time to be muted again. 100% correct. Whoops. Oh. Let's use it to make cute bots to clean the sea from plastics. Correct. 100% correct. Yeah. Why is Scott muted? Because Donna is slow on the uptake.
Oh no, she did it on purpose.
Yeah, well, I'm over listening to you. I have to listen to you 24/7. These people only get you like an hour and a half a day, but I have to have you all the time. Are the mods people you know in real life? Yes. Yeah, Bethany says there's a difference. We put it up with consent. AI companies are just scraping the internet and taking it. That is true. That is true. Oh, Denji says, hey Scott, just popped in to say thank you since I've hated the way my style looks the past week, so I watched some of your tutorials and they really helped with my art block.
Oh, fantastic.
That's awesome. Oh, Ghost Rider posted some stuff on Instagram we have to check. They tagged us. Have we watched the British comedic game show Taskmaster?
No.
I haven't seen that. We've been told we have to watch the British version of Ghosts. What are your thoughts on orcas?
I think they're fantastic. I wouldn't want to be in water with them, but...
I don't think they need to be in captivity. But that's my 2 cents in the world. I do think there's a place for it, though. A lot of people don't realize the importance of zoos and aquariums, and I do think they do serve a purpose. If you look at something like the Monterey Bay Aquarium, they take animals in that can no longer be released into the wild, into the oceans, and rehabilitate the animals. And there have been, I think it's Sasha is her name. She's a sea otter and she's 26 years old and just had a birthday. And she has been a foster mom to sea otter pups that they have brought into the aquarium that either their mom's been killed or they've been abandoned by their mom, and she has been a foster mom and been able to help them become grown-up sea otters, and then they release them back into the wild. So there you go. That's my 2 cents. The BBC Ghost is so much better. Do you have any overarching themes in your writing that you repeatedly explore? Also, in your experience, how long does it take to write a piece, draft and edit included? You're always editing. You're never going to stop editing. That's just the way it is. You have to actually put a hard stop on your editing. I don't write particular pieces. I just have a long stream of consciousness that I write. Usually, that's what I do.
Pencil sharpener.
What is your favorite holiday? And no, Santa's not here.
Halloween.
Christmas. Do you think parents would be upset if I paint on my furniture? I would ask them first.
Yeah, we have like little
my
writings
God.
all over our house because our son Brendan just decided one day without telling us to write hi with a little smiley face all around the house.
Yeah, and we never noticed it until he was gone at college, maybe. I mean, never noticed. Never noticed.
This is little hidden secret messages.
It's like little hidden Mickeys when you go to Disneyland, you know? I'm also about to go plein air painting. What tips do you have?
Oh, take a photograph before you start. In case things change or you have to leave.
People want you to talk about art block. Like, have you been through it? How do you get out of it?
I made a video about it.
Did you now?
Yeah.
Is it in the Art Hacks playlist?
It should be, yeah.
Well, there you go. A lot of people have just joined and love the painting.
Oh, thank you.
This is Eddie Van Halen. We're on the letter V of the 80s alphabet. What's your favorite season to draw?
Fall.
Do you like Green Day?
They're not, I mean, I think I like maybe one song. I don't dislike them. It's not like they're country music or anything like that.
When is our next trip to the zoo? I love the animal videos.
We are actually going Sunday.
We are indeed. And why are we going on Sunday?
Because we're going to go meet the rhinoceroses.
And why are we doing that?
Because it's National...
Nope. World Rhino Day is September 22nd, and we are going to help bring awareness to the plight of the rhinos. So we will be visiting the rhinos at the zoo on Sunday. And they are on a species survival plan with the Nashville Zoo, which is wonderful. So that's what we're going to be doing. It's very exciting. Just for the record, this Saturday, as in tomorrow, is International Red Panda Day. If you would like to make a donation, Red Panda Network is going to be taking donations tomorrow. They're always taking donations, but they are a great organization that works to help red pandas not go extinct, and also they do a lot of work with local people to keep them from harming red pandas. So That's my 2 cents in the world.
How anybody could harm a red panda is...
I don't understand it myself, but there you go. Do we dress up for Halloween?
No.
We actually, it started that the zoo reached out to Scott and said, hey, we saw that you came here, and if you'd ever like to do some stuff behind the scenes, we'd love it. It's a win-win for the zoo. We get content to put on our
we also
page.
The content's secondary. The fact that we get to meet the animals is the
for
coolest
us,
thing.
it's cool because we get to meet all the animals. And yes, I did actually cry when I met the red panda. So yes, if you go to the zoo tomorrow, please do meet the red pandas. Learn about red panda conservation. It really is important. Animal conservation is so important because so many animals, their habitats are being encroached upon by us, and they really, really need, they need to be looked out for. We have to be good stewards of all the animals on the planet. So here we are. Yes.
All right.
So we're done.
Sir Eddie Van Halen.
So why did you make the background different on this one? You made more of like a graphical background.
I did Frankenstein.
Why?
That's his guitar. That's iconic.
I just didn't know what you were doing there. I didn't know.
It's lovingly called Frankenstein because he took different bits and pieces of like Fender and Gibson.
Really?
And he took the best parts of every guitar to build his own guitar, and then he just spray painted it with these just things, and that just became kind of an iconic thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Gail wants to know, are you thinking about embellishing the other backgrounds now that you've done this one?
Oh gosh, no. Nope. That was a one-time thing just for Eddie Van Halen.
Brazen says, so I have to make a kids movie and draw Spider-Man to get invited. Darn it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it was just the social media stuff.
Yeah. Have a video go viral, and you never know.
You never know.
All right. I think we are good.
We are good. Bethany says, I had no idea about the guitar, but I like it. Yeah, me either. All right. What color do you prefer the most?
Payne's Gray.
Where can I find your old monster drawings?
The monster drawings, like the ink monster ones?
Mm-hmm.
Look under collaborations. There's a playlist for collaborations.
Lula says, I love it. All right, guys. So it is the end of the day today, and we have some meetings coming up. So we are going to take our leave at this particular moment in time.
We love you. We hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Do something for yourself this weekend. Draw, paint your nails, read a book, go outside, get some fresh air, enjoy the beginnings of fall, and we will see you on Monday. Would you consider making these as bookmarks? The shape would be perfect.
There would be 26 of them.
Yeah, that would be a lot. And we have to order them into quantities of 1,000.
Yeah.
So,
we will definitely. I'm going to make a poster. Let's see how. As with anything, if there's enough demand, of course we will. You know, it's just really. We'll do anything for all of you. If there's enough of you who want us to do something, it's just we don't want to be presumptuous as to what people may or may not want. And we definitely don't want to seem like we're trying to capitalize on anything.
Yeah.
So if enough of you ask us to do something, of course we'll do it. We just don't want to presume.
Yes. Or overstay our welcome on any of those things. So I wish you all a fantastic week and get some fresh air in the shade. Brazen, that's so true. Get some fresh air in the shade. So... Bethany says, as much as I love shipping, can we please not order 26,000 bookmarks? That's not me. That's Bethany, and she said it, and it was right there.
Yeah.
Right there. All right, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you on Monday.
Bye.